Hello, how are we doing? Today is a full moon in Virgo. It is March 7th, and throughout the 7th to the 8th, we will be experiencing this Virgo full moon. And Saturn is moving from Aquarius into Pisces. So what does that mean? Saturn is the planet of restriction and boundaries, and it has been in Aquarius for quite some time, for 2.5 years. So we have really experienced some of those boundaries, some of those limiting structures during that point in time. And Saturn was in an air sign, in Aquarius. So we were having to do some shifting. We were having to do some innovation. We were having to accommodate all sorts of things that were new and unknown to us. Now, Saturn is moving into Pisces, meaning that we are dissolving all structures completely. We are having to be completely transmutable, and everything must go at this point that no longer serves us. And by us, I mean the collective. So if there are systems that are not serving the greater good of the collective, they will have to go. And what does that mean for you? That essentially means that if you feel like there's some form of alienation, there's some form of stagnation that's happening for you, analyze it a little bit deeper during this point in time. Be realistic about it too. Sometimes with Saturn in Pisces, it will also allow us to see illusion and fantasy and what we have been incorporating into our lives that has just been a hologram, not necessarily real. So with this full moon in Virgo, this is a time for us to get serious about the work that we do and how it benefits others, okay? So I drew 3 cards in regards to these transits, and I got the Ace of Wands. I also got the Justice card, okay? And I got the 10 of Cups, which is amazing. So by summer, we're really going to start, so late June, we're really gonna start experiencing some of this greater joy, some of this greater happiness, some of this greater fulfillment, because we're starting off this new sort of rebirth, this Ace of Wands here, where we are attracting everything we need towards us. We're attracting everything towards us that will actually help us sit in our power as a collective. And as you can see, this Justice card too, this is routine, this is balance, and this is living our truth. So coming into a larger sense of truth as a collective is part of this Saturn and Pisces transit as well. So over the next couple of weeks, you're really going to see a lot of things come into light. You're going to see a lot of clarity, and you're also going to see a lot of illusions and structures that are no longer working completely dissolve. So my advice to you is to remain flexible. If things come up and you feel like, oh, this is like a little uncomfortable, sit with it, sit in your truth, and use your powers of observation to really weigh out, is this balanced for me? Will this help me balance in the future? Is this bringing me a greater sense of joy for the future? And also, am I sitting in my power while I'm making these decisions, while I'm making these delineations? So it's a really, really good spread to get during a full moon. It does herald the start of a rebirth. It does herald new patterns and new senses of balance and new routine. And it also tells us that joy is coming. It is, it's on its way. And really, you know, what we've been desiring has been desiring us back. So this Saturn and Pisces is really going to help us structure that desire around things that work out for everybody, because this really is a transit about the collective and not just the egoic self. So hopefully this resonated. Be kind to yourself during this Virgo full moon. Make sure you double check things as well during this full moon. Dot all your I's, cross all your T's, and make sure everything is done to completion and you've done your best so far. If you're going to submit anything, or if you're going to complete something at this time, just make sure you double check it to make sure it's the best that it can possibly be. All right, well, have yourself a great week and take care. Bye.